I can't tell if you're focusing or not. Is this focused? Can't tell. I think it is. Okay.
It is touching the truth.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Sky and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome! So today is going to be a storytime video. Like I said, every Fridays are going to be storytime videos. This one is going to be a little crazy because it's a story time about how I found out that one of my best friends slept with a boy in my bed. And I'm not just saying they, you know, good night sweetie and like went to sleep. No, they banged and then left my room. So yeah, let's just get into the video. I'm not gonna name the names of the people who did this, but if you're watching, I'm so sorry. I know this is embarrassing, but it's good for content, so.
Why are you apologizing for what they did in your bed? Are you kidding me? No. Tell the world what they did, bitch. It wasn't right. It was gross.
It's fine, like, whatever. Okay, so, I told you guys in the last video that I've thrown like a lot of parties at my house and stuff like that, and like sometimes they've gotten a little crazy, you know, sometimes they were just like kickbacks, getties, I don't know, whatever terminology you want to use, but for this story time, it was me and about 5 other people, and things just kind of got out of hand. Before I start this video, please subscribe if you haven't already. If you're ready for this story time, go get a snack, some juice, I don't know, whatever you want to watch this video. So let's get started. This happened when I was a freshman, I think. Maybe I was a sophomore, I don't know, but I was about like 15 or 16 years old, and this was a time where like I had a lot of friends. Like I was rolling, not in that dough, but in those friendships.
Who even are you, bro? What? Stop. Just stop.
And yeah, you know, I had a lot of friends. It was a great time. High school was great. So I invited a couple of my friends over. This boy that I was dating at the time, let's call him Joe. So I invited Joe over initially because, you know, he was my boyfriend. We were gonna kick it and we were gonna like watch movies, whatever. And then he was like, yo, like, let's call him Alex. He was like, yo, can Alex come over? And I was like, yeah, like that's cool, that's fine. I'll invite, let's call her Margaret. I don't know. So I was like, yeah, let me invite Margaret, because at the time, Alex and Margaret were kind of like a thing. So I was like, yeah, like that's awesome. Like we can all just like chill or whatever. So Margaret like texts me back and she's like, yo, I'm with, let me call her, Josie. So she was like, yo, Sky, I'm with Josie, like can she come too? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And I was like, Joe, do you have a friend for Josie? And he was like, yeah, let me just let me call him Tony. So he was like, let me hit up Tony. And I was like, bet, like that's great. So Tony was a significant amount of years older than us. He was about like, I think he was like 22 at the time, and Joe was like, I think he was 18 and I was 16, and Alex was also 18, and Margaret and Josie were both 16 like me. So they all come over They loved Margaret. Like, they really, really, really did. Like, Margaret was my best friend for a couple of years. That was my bitch. Like, I loved her. You know, when we get old, like, as people get older, like, we kind of just, like, fade into the abyss of life. And me and Margaret don't really talk anymore. But if you're watching this, girlfriend, I'm so sorry, but this is so damn funny. So I gotta just share it.
Bitch. No one cares about that. Everyone knows we get older. They're only here for the story. So tell the damn story.
So, they all come over, and we're just, like, chilling in my living room, just, like, talking, you know, whatever. Like, we're all, like, cuddling with our booze, and, like, Josie and Tony are kind of just, like, chilling, like, a good, like, length away from each other because they didn't really know each other. And, like, it's not that, like, we wanted them to hook up. It's just, like, we needed, like, that balance, you know, of, like, male and female company. So we're just chilling and stuff like that. And, like, then, like, Alex and Margaret, they get, like, a little bit too comfy. And we're just like, oh, okay, like, whatever. Like, you know, in my house, like, it wasn't really, like, a thing where it's just like, oh, you can't kiss in my house, like, oh, you can't cuddle.
But it is like, oh, you can't have sex in my house.
And, like, that's not what I wanted. It's not what I was, like, trying to initiate when me and Joe invited all of these people over. We just wanted to have a good time with our friends. Then, like, we're still just, like, chilling, and, like, I have a basement, and, like, that was, like, my hangout room. So, like, we all just, like, end up, like, migrating down to the basement. So, like, we go downstairs, and, like, we're just chilling, you know, maybe doing some illegal activities. But it's fine. I don't do that anymore.
Seriously, guys, I do not condone doing any substance, consuming any substance, anything that is illegal. I do not recommend doing at all. So this is not what you should be taking from this video. It is just a part of it. It's just what we were doing. That's all.
So, yeah, so we're just like, we're doing all that good stuff, you know, like, we're just doing teenage wild things. And me and Joe go upstairs because, you know, they're all, you know, talking amongst themselves, and, like, we just, like, wanted to get away for a little bit. So, like, we go up to my room, and, like, we're just talking, like, we're literally just, like, watching TV because we kind of just got tired of the company, and I was too nice of a person to be like, yo, get out of my house. So now Tony is 22 years old, so he's obviously eligible to get alcohol for people, even though that's illegal. I don't drink, but my friends did, and, you know, I wasn't aware of these activities happening downstairs. Now, I was aware of the one activity, wasn't aware of the second activity that occurred. So when I go downstairs, I'm like, yo, guys, what's going on? And they're like, oh, like, we're just drinking, like, having a good time. And I was like, oh, you're drinking. Okay, you could ask me first. But, like, it's cool, like, it's fine. Like, I am one to not like confrontation. So you know what, they did it, it's over with, there's nothing I can do about it. So I was just like, you know what, it's fine. Now, none of you guys can leave my house. So they were just like, wait, why? And I was just like, you guys just drank. There's no way in hell I'm gonna let you guys leave my house until you guys are sober. And you won't be sober until the morning, so unfortunately you guys need to stay here. And they were just like, you know what? It's fine, like, whatever. Like, people have slept over my house before. Like, Alex and Margaret have slept over my house many of times. So, because they were, like, our homies. Like, all we did was, like, hang out with them and stuff like that. So, like, that was okay. But, like, Josie and Tony, like, I wasn't really good friends with them. But it was fine. Like, I trusted them. Like, they were in good company, so it was fine. So Tony ended up crashing on one of my love seats in my living room, and Josie decided to take a shower at like 2 a.m. So me, Alex, Margaret, and Joe are chilling in my room, and they end up like taking their pants off and like just like doing crazy boy stuff, like nothing like inappropriate. Like don't think that like they took their pants off and started like humping the air or anything. No, like they were just like in their underwear just like dancing. Like it was so weird. Like the night just got really weird really fast. So like I was like sitting on the ground. Margaret is now on my bed, and I was in like a new room. Like this isn't the place where it happened. Like it happened in the room next to me. That was my room at the time. So they were like, she was on my bed, and then she was like, hey Sky, can you and Joe go downstairs and like get our stuff? And I was like, yeah, like you guys are drunk, like we're the sober ones, like sure, fine.
Big mistake.
Me and Joe go downstairs, we get their stuff. I walk back upstairs, like I'm not rushing because I'm not thinking that they're gonna lock the door or anything. But these motherfuckers lock my door. And I'm like knocking, I'm like,
Margaret, my door's locked. Are you good? Like, are you okay?
I didn't hear anything. So then Joe like pounds on my door and he's like,
Alex, what are you guys doing?
nothing. Like we hear nothing. So we're kind of just like sitting on my staircase, just like contemplating, like either like knocking my door down or just like letting whatever we know what is happening happen. And all of a sudden like we hear noises and we're just like, oh my god. I was like, they're not doing what I think they're doing right now. Like I had a suspicion, like, but I was hoping that it wasn't happening. Like, what? So we're just like sitting out there and I'm like,
Margaret, get your ass out of my room right now.
and I didn't hear anything. All I heard was her fucking moans. So I was like, oh my god, like this is not happening. Like this is literally not happening right now. I was like, if you guys are doing what I know you're doing, you better be doing it on my floor. Nothing. I hear no words. All I hear are noises. Now I'm like, I know you guys are ignoring me because we're being loud as fuck trying to get into my room. What's going on? And finally, like, the noises stop and she like opens my door and she's like,
Hey, dude.
and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And she's like,
Nothing.
and I was like,
Okay, get the fuck out of my room.
and I go into my room and my bed is torn to pieces. Like it is not, that's not my bed anymore. Like it's her bed now. So I was like,
Did you really just do that? Like, girlfriend, you're my best friend. Like, I love you to death. But are you kidding me?
and she was like,
Dude, like, I'm so sorry.
and I was like,
You're... Oh. You're sorry? Really?
it's okay. It's fine. You know, I can just afford another mattress.
It's cool, dude. It's fine.
I look at Alex and I'm like, bro, because like Alex was like one of my good friends. Like he was a homie. Like we were pretty tight. And I was just like, dude, like I'm not even gonna front. Like there's a mattress in my basement. Like they literally could have just used that one. And like, there's not a mattress in there for people to do it on. It's just in there for people to like lay on like while we're down there chilling. Because like, I don't want nice furniture down there because I have a whole bunch of butts sitting on it. Like, my friends are pretty irresponsible back then. Like, we didn't take anything seriously. So I was just like, why couldn't you guys have just gone downstairs? And he was just like, you know what, dude, like, I'm really sorry. I kind of just got lost in the sauce. They had no excuse. There was no excuse for what they did. I eventually got rid of that mattress. I should have burned it, but I didn't. I think I gave it to Goodwill, to be completely honest. So if you got a mattress at Goodwill, it was probably mine. So, I mean, it maybe isn't mine, but like, if you have my mattress, like, sorry, dude, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, my virgin eyes, my virgin ears, like, I was just like, alright. So me and Margaret and Alex, you know, stayed friends for a little while after that, and then, yeah, we kind of just, like, got lost in the abyss of life after that. So, well, if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to hear more stories about my crazy times at my house, then subscribe and click that little bell so you're notified whenever I post. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye! Also, I just wanted to shout out my friend Binks. He just came out with a new track. You guys should definitely go check it out. I put the link down below in the description. But I'm going to give you guys a little preview of what I'm talking about, because he got some shit, man.
Okay, I was wondering, do I jump right in, or do I stumble in? Fuck, I mean stuttering, I run around the running man without running out of breath. And y'all let it shake,